Stop sleeping the way you always have, because after 60, the position you spend hours in every night is no longer harmless. What once felt comfortable in your 30s or 40s can quietly become a source of long-term damage now. Sleep is no longer just about rest or feeling refreshed in the morning. It becomes one of the most important repair cycles your body has, influencing how well your heart pumps, how clearly your brain functions, how healthy your spine remains, and how independent you stay as you age. The most dangerous part is that poor sleep positioning rarely causes immediate pain. The damage builds slowly, night after night, without warning signs until stiffness turns into chronic pain, fatigue becomes persistent, and health problems begin to surface. As the body ages, tissues lose elasticity, joints become less forgiving, and circulation becomes more sensitive to pressure and alignment. What your body could tolerate years ago now creates strain. Large population studies tracking older adults over many years have shown that sleep posture alone can influence cardiovascular risk. Researchers found that certain sleeping positions were associated with a significantly higher likelihood of heart-related events, not because of lifestyle or diet, but purely because of how the body was positioned for 6 to 8 hours every night. That means the way you sleep can either support your heart or quietly burden it. Brain health is also deeply tied to sleep posture. During deep sleep, the brain activates a natural cleaning process that flushes out metabolic waste. This includes proteins that are linked to memory loss and cognitive decline. When sleep position interferes with circulation and spinal alignment, this cleaning system becomes less efficient. Over time, waste accumulates in the brain, increasing the risk of cognitive issues. This is why many older adults notice mental fog or memory problems, even when they believe they are getting enough hours of sleep. Spinal health follows the same pattern. Aging discs lose moisture and resilience, making them more vulnerable to pressure and twisting. Poor alignment during sleep compresses certain areas of the spine while overstretching others. At first, this shows up as morning stiffness. Eventually, it can develop into chronic back pain, nerve irritation, or reduced mobility that affects daily life. Many seniors assume this discomfort is just part of aging, but in reality, it often starts with how the spine is positioned during sleep. The reassuring news is that these risks are not inevitable. You do not need medication, special therapy, or expensive equipment to protect yourself. Small, intentional changes to sleep position can dramatically reduce strain on the heart, improve oxygen flow, support spinal alignment, and help the brain perform its nightly repair work more effectively. These changes cost nothing, have no side effects, and can be implemented immediately. In this video, you will learn which common sleeping positions are most harmful after 60 and why they create problems over time. More importantly, you will see exactly how to replace them with safer alternatives that support your body instead of working against it. Each adjustment is simple, practical, and backed by real research. By the end, you will understand how something as ordinary as sleep position can quietly influence your health trajectory for years to come. One of the most overlooked causes of chronic back pain after 60 is the twisted torso sleeping position. Many people drift into this posture without realizing it, especially those who believe they are sleeping on their back or side. The upper body may face one direction, while the hips and legs rotate the opposite way, creating a slow corkscrew through the spine. This position often feels harmless because it develops gradually as the body relaxes, but the stress it places on aging spinal structures builds silently over hours of sleep. When you are younger, spinal discs are well hydrated and flexible, allowing them to tolerate occasional twisting without consequence. After 60, discs lose moisture and elasticity, making them far less forgiving. Imaging studies of older adults consistently show disc thinning and degeneration, particularly in the lower back. When the spine is twisted for long periods during sleep, pressure becomes unevenly distributed across the vertebrae. One side of the disc is compressed, while the other is overstretched, accelerating wear and inflammation. The small joints that connect each vertebra, known as facet joints, are especially vulnerable in this position. Twisting compresses these joints on one side and pulls them open on the other. Over time, this leads to joint irritation, stiffness, and morning pain that can last for hours. Many seniors report waking up feeling locked or achy and assume it is just aging. But research shows that sleep posture plays a major role in how long that stiffness persists during the day. The twisted torso position also affects muscles and nerves. Muscles that stabilize the spine remain in a stretched or contracted state all night, preventing full recovery. Nerves exiting the spine can become irritated by uneven pressure, leading to radiating pain, tingling, or weakness in the hips and legs. These symptoms often improve during the day, masking the true source of the problem and allowing the cycle to repeat night after night. Internal organs are not immune either. When the torso twists, the abdomen twists with it. This compresses the stomach and intestines, slowing digestion and increasing the likelihood of nighttime acid reflux. Seniors who sleep in twisted positions frequently report heartburn, bloating, or discomfort that disrupts sleep and further reduces the body's ability to recover. The safer alternative is maintaining an aligned spine throughout the night. This means the shoulders, rib cage, hips, and knees all face the same direction. Side sleeping works well when supported properly. Placing a firm pillow between the knees prevents the top leg from pulling the pelvis forward and twisting the lower spine. The pillow should be thick enough to keep the knees aligned with the hips rather than collapsing inward. For those who tend to roll or twist unconsciously, placing a body pillow or rolled blanket behind the back acts as a gentle reminder to stay aligned. Mattress support also matters. A surface that is too soft allows the body to sink unevenly, while one that is too hard increases pressure points. A medium-firm mattress generally provides the best balance for maintaining spinal alignment in older adults. Neck alignment completes the picture. A pillow that supports the natural curve of the neck keeps the spine aligned from head to pelvis. When alignment is maintained throughout the night, pressure is evenly distributed, muscles fully relax, and the spine has a chance to recover instead of being stressed. Over time, this simple change can significantly reduce morning stiffness, improve comfort, and protect spinal health well into later years. Sleeping with your arms overhead is one of those habits that feels natural and comforting, especially if you have done it for decades. But after 60, it quietly places your shoulders, nerves, and circulation under constant strain. Many people fall asleep with one or both arms raised, tucked under a pillow, or stretched beside the head without giving it a second thought. The problem is not how it feels in the first few minutes, but what happens to your body after remaining in that position for hours. As we age, the space through which major nerves and blood vessels travel from the neck into the arms becomes narrower. This area, located between the collarbone and the first rib, is already tight in older adults due to postural changes, joint stiffness, and tissue thickening. When the arms are raised overhead, this passage becomes even more compressed. Blood flow can slow, and nerves can become irritated, which is why so many seniors wake up with numbness, tingling, or a heavy sensation in their hands and arms. What makes this especially concerning is that these symptoms often disappear after you move around in the morning, leading many people to ignore them. Over time, however, repeated nightly compression can contribute to chronic nerve irritation and reduce circulation. This is not just uncomfortable. Poor blood flow during sleep interferes with tissue repair and increases inflammation, making recovery slower and pain more persistent as the years go by. The shoulders themselves also suffer in this position. The rotator cuff muscles and tendons work together to stabilize the shoulder joint, and with age, they naturally lose elasticity and strength. Keeping the arms elevated for long periods stretches these tendons under load, while the body is relaxed and unable to protect itself. This constant low-level stress can worsen existing degeneration and increase the risk of partial tears that may not cause immediate pain, but limit mobility over time. Another overlooked issue is muscle tension. When the arms are overhead, muscles in the neck, upper back, and chest remain partially engaged throughout the night. Instead of fully relaxing, they stay in a shortened or stretched position for hours. This prevents proper muscle recovery and contributes to morning neck stiffness, shoulder tightness, and tension headaches that many older adults experience without understanding the cause. The safer alternative is keeping the arms down in a neutral position during sleep. Ideally, the arms should rest alongside the body or gently across the chest or abdomen, with the elbows staying below shoulder level. This position allows nerves and blood vessels to remain open and relaxed while reducing stress on the shoulder joints. Because habits formed over decades do not change overnight, support is often needed at first. Placing a small pillow or rolled towel under each arm creates a comfortable resting place that discourages lifting the arms during sleep. For those who like to hold something while sleeping, hugging a pillow at chest height provides comfort without forcing the arms overhead. Gentle shoulder and chest stretching before bed can also help release the tightness that drives the body to seek overhead positions unconsciously, making it easier to maintain safer arm placement throughout the night. Many people believe that sleeping on either side is equally healthy, but after 60, the side you choose can quietly influence your heart, digestion, and overall recovery during the night. Right-side sleeping is often considered harmless because it feels comfortable and familiar, yet it places subtle stress on systems that are already working harder with age. Over months and years, that added strain can contribute to problems that are mistakenly blamed on aging alone. The heart is positioned slightly toward the left side of the chest, and gravity plays a role in how efficiently it functions during sleep. When you lie on your right side, the heart shifts toward the right lung, altering how it fills and pumps blood. In younger bodies, this change is usually insignificant. In older adults, especially those with reduced cardiac reserve, even small changes in workload repeated night after night can have measurable effects. This is why long-term observations have found higher rates of cardiovascular complications in seniors who predominantly sleep on their right side. Digestive function is also affected by side choice. The stomach naturally curves and empties toward the left. When you sleep on your right side, gravity works against this process, allowing stomach acid to linger and more easily move upward into the esophagus. This increases the likelihood of nighttime reflux, burning sensations, coughing, and sleep interruptions. Many older adults experience reflux without realizing that their sleeping position is a major contributor. There is also an impact on the body's waste removal systems. The lymphatic system, which helps remove excess fluid and toxins, drains more effectively when the body is positioned in a way that supports natural flow patterns. Sleeping on the right side can slightly hinder this drainage, while left side sleeping aligns better with the body's internal anatomy. Over time, this may influence swelling, inflammation, and overall recovery during sleep. Left side sleeping offers several advantages that become increasingly important with age. It allows the heart to operate in a more natural position with less gravitational strain. It promotes better stomach emptying, reducing reflux and discomfort. It also supports more efficient circulation and lymphatic drainage, helping the body clear waste products more effectively overnight. Changing long-standing habits takes patience. Many people unconsciously roll back onto their right side during the night. Using a body pillow or firm cushion placed behind the back can act as a gentle barrier, helping maintain the left side position without forcing the body. Placing a pillow between the knees keeps the hips aligned and prevents lower back strain, making the position more comfortable and sustainable. Slight head elevation can further enhance the benefits of left side sleeping by reducing reflux and improving breathing. This does not require drastic changes. Even a small incline can make a noticeable difference. Over time, as the body adapts, left side sleeping often becomes the most comfortable and restorative position. What begins as a conscious adjustment can turn into a natural habit that supports heart health, digestion, and overall well-being night after night. Sleeping flat on your back may seem like the most natural and relaxed position, but after 60, it becomes one of the most risky ways to spend the night. As the body ages, muscle tone in the throat and airway decreases. When you lie completely flat, gravity pulls the tongue and soft tissues backward toward the airway, narrowing the passage that air must travel through. This narrowing may not fully block breathing, but it can significantly reduce airflow for long periods without you being aware of it. When airflow is restricted during sleep, oxygen levels in the blood begin to drop. The brain senses this and briefly wakes the body just enough to reopen the airway. These micro-awakenings can happen dozens or even hundreds of times per night. Most people do not remember them, but they prevent deep, restorative sleep from occurring. Over time, this pattern places enormous strain on the heart and nervous system, increasing blood pressure and stress hormone release. The consequences extend beyond fatigue. Repeated oxygen drops are strongly linked to cardiovascular disease, irregular heart rhythms, and increased risk of stroke. For older adults whose cardiovascular systems are already more vulnerable, the flat back position amplifies these risks. What makes this especially dangerous is that many people with sleep-disordered breathing have no idea it is happening. They may not snore loudly or wake up gasping, yet their oxygen levels still fall throughout the night. Lying flat also worsens acid reflux. Without gravity assisting digestion, stomach acid can easily move upward into the esophagus. This causes burning, coughing, and irritation that disrupts sleep and damages the esophageal lining over time. Chronic exposure to acid increases the risk of long-term complications, making this position especially problematic for seniors who already experience digestive sensitivity. Brain health is another critical factor. During sleep, the brain relies on a specialized system to flush out toxic waste products that accumulate during the day. This process works best when circulation and fluid flow are optimized. Research shows that lying flat significantly reduces the efficiency of this waste clearance, allowing harmful proteins associated with cognitive decline to build up more easily. The safer alternative is elevating the upper body during sleep. Raising the torso by approximately 20 to 30 degrees keeps the airway more open, reduces oxygen drops, and allows the brain and body to recover more effectively. This elevation also helps stomach contents stay where they belong, dramatically reducing nighttime reflux. It is important that the elevation supports the entire upper body rather than just the head, as bending the neck forward can worsen breathing and cause discomfort. Wedge pillows, adjustable bed frames, or carefully arranged firm pillows can create a gradual incline that feels natural once the body adjusts. Some people also raise the head of the bed slightly to achieve a smooth slope. Combining upper body elevation with left side sleeping provides even greater benefits, supporting breathing, heart function, digestion, and brain health simultaneously. Adapting to this position may take a short period of adjustment, but for many older adults, it becomes the most comfortable and restorative way to sleep as the body learns to rest without strain.